performance where the stage broke.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about this.
Well, that was the one where Dave Barrett was there. Okay, so the stage broke. And here we were. We knew that the stage wasn't strong enough for us. And we were kind of wanting to actually perform on the floor. And the organizers insisted that we perform on the stage, right? And so the stage was small, it wasn't well constructed, and we knew and we didn't want to give up our whole exuberance of the way we perform. So naturally we were exuberant and we performed and the stage broke, and a couple of us weren't right stage. And actually I did I don't know if I should say this, but okay, so here it is. So I showed I had some pictures to the chimta player, right? The chimta player has a thick hair of dark hair and a thick beard. And I showed the chimta player many years ago. I said, you recognize who you are? And the chimta player said, you know what? I've changed so much, nobody would even recognize who I am. And of course, that was Herb Dhaliwal. And Herb came with us, and Herb had no idea or inkling of what Bhangra was or whatever, and he was one of our add-ons. He wants to go with the band kind of thing with the Bhangra group or whatever. But it was such a learning experience because Herb, to this date, even remembers that time.
Look, I knew most of them. I knew Paul.
Okay.
So they said, why don't you come down to Spokane? And I said, but I don't know how to do Bhangra. And they, oh, no, we'll show you some stuff. And so they encouraged me to come down with them. Mm-hmm. And I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. We were all young, about the same age. Yeah. So I joined them, and it was we all had a great time. Spokane was a wonderful place. And I have no idea about the music, but they handed me a chimta, and I pretended I knew how to play the chimta. So we fooled some of the audience, but not. I don't think they, the Bhangra guys. I wasn't able to fool them. So I think it's the only instrument I've ever played in my life, and I did it during Spokane.
And Herb has grown. Mukhtiar, Paul, everyone has grown great in their own fields. Ragbir has become a great businessman. It's the like I would like to say it. It's the beat or the rhythm of the community. And to me, it has been that, and I think, I think when we first started, I was the only turban fellow in that particular group. And kudos to the rest of the group. When I first came, it was, basically a thing that when you first come to Canada, you remove your turban and you become part of the group there. But here is credit to the other group. They let me be who I was. And it was such a beautiful thing for them to accept who I was, and I accepted them for who they were. I don't drink, and for part of the group, this was almost like an initiation. How could you not drink and you're Punjabi, right? And drink Bhangra with us. But that was the beauty of the group, is you let it be and you enjoy who you are. And Bhangra lets you do that. Those who want to drink and do it, great. Those who don't, that's great. I mean, I was at Malkit Singh's performance when last year at the Winter Olympics in Surrey's Holland Park, and I went there, and you know what? As he started performing, here is about 15,000 people, and many of them Canadian born, and he starts singing Tutak Tutak Tutiya, and they're starting to sing and dance, and the Goras are doing it too. So I'm going, here it is that the community has grown to become now mainstream, to be part of that big sporting event, cultural event that you are here, and you're here to stay.